Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, 8-3.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On first down, Benjamin. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready to break.
Mike Bartu. I got you, boy.
Hey, Charlie.
52.
Look at me. Zipper.
6 man. Check curls. Where's the...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Get it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On the double.
59. Mike's 59. All day, dog.
5.
59 Mike. Check. 59. Man out. Mike's 5'9. Watch a slack.
Bravo.
Check 59.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Come on.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Haywood.
59. Mike's 59. Check pass.
Go.
59 Mike. Check. 59. You got nothing to say.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
That's it. All right, over here.
Ready?
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Hey, Delta.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Bush, he's going to take a shot right away for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
I got it.
Snap.
2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe
Alpha.
I can't believe they even let you
Go.
Mike, check. 59.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Steps away to his left. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
59, Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 59. They're rushing.
Now.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Lee Griffin.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On 1st down, push. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
97's the mic. Let's go, Ty.
2nd and 6. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
From the gun, Bush. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Back to throw. Bush. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run this one in. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Smith.
Go, go, go.
Go.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Big grip.
Back to throw here. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Go.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
2nd and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Mike, check, 59.
You ain't going. Hey, zoom.
Mike's 59.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
59's Mike, check, 59. Record. Mike's 5'9", Mike 5'9". Exit.
Twist on Travis. Hey, Charlie.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Go.
So we got man. Choose the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on first down. Bush. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
You ready?
Watch 2.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 2.
Topper.
Choose the mic. Watch the pass. Watch safety creeping.
To throw again. Bush. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
What we got?
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Bush going up top. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm scared. 59's Mike. 59's Mike.
Hey! We own them. We own them. To go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, exit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You're trapped. You're trapped. Mike, check.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Hey, orbit.
QB's traps. Let's go.
Cut.
Mike 5-4.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Bush. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Strip the ball.
Hey, foxtrot. Yep.
Hey. Shift.
Snap.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, Bush. Flush to his right, and an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
I got
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Bush. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's at the 50. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
Let's go, baby.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Tackle.
Hey.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Bush. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 3. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And too soft. Smooth.
That's track.
Go.
52, right 52. Let's go, defense. Hey.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dalvin Tomlinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First down.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Twisting away. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Strong left.
And to give this time to the tailback. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Request to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, D. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the ready.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Yes, yes. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that